Hello, visuals, and welcome back to the Visual Guy Podcast with me, Chris, and a very annoying dog.
With me, Dan, and the very annoying dog.
Oh, you're dad today.
Yes.
Bearing in mind, Chris has a cold. I have a cold. I've just sparked up a fag which sets off my coughing, but like I just explained to you, I like the taste.
Yeah, I've got a cough as well, so if you cough, I'll probably cough, and then the dog will just look at us.
So this podcast isn't going to be talking to it's just all the way through it.
Yeah, so if you can translate in coughing language, then you'll have to.
In coughing language. So, yeah, you can have a lot of fucking ear rape. Lots and lots of ear rape.
Yeah. What?
Ear rape. You know,
ear rape?
Ear rape.
I thought you said that. What?
Ear rape. You never heard of ear rape? Like when you fucking... Oh, you know when you put some shit on. Oh, PMS. But no, it's entertainment news. Chris is here. B and that's not here, even though B's just Snapchatting me. Upper Moosey.
Upper Moose. There's a little pest as per usual.
He is. Look now, Ball. What is he doing?
Sniffing?
He's just stood holding you. Yeah, he's a freck dog. But no, Chris, it's a lie. Actually, did you watch the films I told you to watch?
I watched one. I haven't watched it yet.
Which one did you not watch?
I didn't watch Halloween.
Right, okay. Well, I kind of wish you did watch that because
I'll watch that tonight.
I'm not sure. I enjoyed the film, but now I've got a massive lingering question mark at the end.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not to a continuation of film or anything like that, but it spoils the end. I can't bring it up, but I really wanted to rant, mate. You're a bastard. Right.
Well, we can still rant. I can still watch
No, because it spoils it for you.
I suppose. Okay, don't rant.
It just, you basically go, well, does that mean, and you're like, awkward as fuck. We'll recap it. But do you want to speak about Dune quickly since you watched Dune?
I enjoyed it.
No, I knew you'd enjoy it more than me.
Yes, I can see why you fell asleep. Yes, there was a bit slow moments.
Yeah.
But throughout all, I actually got really into it, and I actually did enjoy it. And this is only part one. Part two is out next year. I didn't realise it was in 2 parts.
This is the first, even though it's not a redoing of an old thing, I had no idea about this world.
Yeah.
No idea about the Dune world.
So, part two is out next year. I don't know when. It could be probably late next year, maybe even the year after.
Yeah.
For all we know. But no, I really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it because it was a film you were waiting ages for.
Yeah.
So you're like, I can't wait. Because you messaged me cinema. I was like, mate, it's on my mind. Get yourself watch it tonight. Straight away.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll have a look. And then yes, it was a nice crisp copy.
I told you it was. Why did you not believe us?
I don't know.
I wouldn't say, Chris, there's a cam copy up. Go watch fucking.
I don't know. I just normally when there's stuff online that quick, you don't expect it.
Yeah, but
to.
It's.
But
I don't know if you noticed.
There was leaks.
Yeah, but you noticed as well. At the start of it said, Peacock.
No.
Yeah, which is a streaming service. I'm like, Peacock. Where the fuck are they? Got anything to do with it?
Yeah. But obviously it must be the same with Halloween as well.
I said Peacock at the start.
And apparently there's another film, but I can't remember what it is. But they've all been leaked early or something.
Yeah, now American viewers for the WWE Network, they don't have the WWE Network anymore. They have to sign up to Peacock. Peacock comes with the WWE Network. So fucking, I know what the Peacock brand is. I know the logo on shit, but I didn't know it had anything to do with it.
That's just another streaming service.
Yeah, it must be.
So how did they get all of it then?
Not a fucking clue, but as you know, as soon as it goes to stream, like Cop Shop. Well done, Chris.
But it wasn't even out over in America.
I've no idea.
So it's just weird how they've managed to get all of it, and same with the Halloween.
Cop Shop. Jared Butler's new film I watched that last night. That's a mint copy of online. That was fucking unreal, mate.
This is the only thing nowadays with things going and getting streamed, and they come out so quick. You don't need to buy these streaming sites.
Yeah. No, well, because you sent me the ticket, and obviously I said to you, I've got the cinema, no worries. But because you sent me, I was like, oh, there's a copy of online. If it wasn't a good copy, I would have been at the cinema with you on Friday night. Friday night? Yeah, I think it would have been last night.
It was on Thursday, but yeah, we wanted to go Friday, didn't we? Because obviously we were both.
But you enjoyed it.
I did.
You loved it. I tell you the biggest thing that pissed me off is, I don't know who the main actor is, the kid.
I don't know
his face irritates the life out of me. And I watched him on the red carpet, and he's there. He's got like a ring on there, and he's the way, and I'm like, I get like a vibe off it. This is me just speculating. I don't know the guy. I get a vibe of him like he's the most arrogant little prick ever. Like I look at, you know, them like pretentious dickheads.
Yeah.
You know them boys that like everything handed to. Again, I don't know the guy. I'm completely mischaracterizing him here because I've never met him. He
kind of has in the film
Well,
though.
yeah, yes. Actually, that's kind of weird. I didn't fucking think it. And I'm just like, I want to smash your face in. I don't know why.
Fair enough.
But and the thing, because obviously I told you the film was meh for me, but it was one of the.
Did you watch the rest of it?
Yeah. The whole. Oh, I can't just stop a film. I only fell asleep because most this week I've been pulling all nighters.
Yeah.
And we just up with like coughing, so I've just been like, fuck sleep. So I was walking around work over there, just coughing. So, and then I got to, when did I watch it? When did you text me? Was it Wednesday night I finished it? Thursday night.
I think I texted you Thursday night, didn't I?
Must have been Thursday. I must have started it Wednesday and finished it either way. But yeah, it did my fucking head. But this film, oh my god, it's one of the best castings of all time. Oh my god, the long line of cast is fucking amazing. From Oscar Isaac, to Jason Wood, Dave Bautista, to Josh Brolin, and Zoe I always say her last name wrong. Zoe Saldana.
Something like that, but just put a pause on all that. Does Jason Momoa look weird without a beard?
Yeah, a little bit, mate.
Yeah. I was like, that's not who we know.
Yeah, it was just kind of mad because do you know if that's real? Because surely not.
I don't know.
Surely they've done the Superman thing where they've got rid of his mustache. Surely he's not.
I don't know because he's like
his normal look is like a hard Samoan-y, ruggedy manly man.
I don't even know what he was filming at the time when this was getting filled.
Well, it can't be Aquaman because Aquaman he has the.
It's I mean, the first Aquaman was out a while ago. The second Aquaman, yeah.
But no, yeah. But no, regardless, it was weird. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you liked it because it was a film you were looking forward to. As long as it ticked your box, we're all good.
It did tick my box.
I just, like I said to you, all I saw was fighting in the desert. That's all I saw. I couldn't feel any heart to it. I couldn't feel any character or charisma. It's just like, just fucking fighting.
I think the second one might have all that. Yeah. To be fair.
No, this is me just saying I couldn't feel it. You might have fucking.
No, like I said, I can kind of understand where you're coming from, where there was a bit just a meh moment in it. And like I said, most of the fight scene was like towards the middle/end.
Yeah, and the fight scenes were good. It all looked beautiful, but I just thought I can't get invested. Even the characters that the actor I love, the Dave Bautista. I can't. Oscar Isaac, I adore that man. It's like he's got a little bit of string.
He does have a long little string.
No, I mean we get cheese. I could not get invested. I looked at him and just thought, I don't care if you live, die, anything. I don't know what it was, but just because I'm citing it, it was really well casted and it did look amazing. Everything was done really well. No. And it wasn't corny. It wasn't cheesy or I couldn't feel the pulse of the film. But like maybe the second one will.
Hopefully the second one will pick up for you because, like I said, I think that'll have a bit more action, a bit more in depth of like
I don't
characters.
As well, I don't need.
By looks at especially the boy and the Zedana.
Yeah.
Especially them two characters. I think they're gonna like bond and do something.
Yeah, it kind of felt like Game of Thrones met Stargate, met because they're the different houses.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? But Kevin Smith and all that, I know they're doing it because they love the original, and I'd love to be able to compare the two, but I've never
watched the original.
Never. I've never even heard of it. So obviously, actual fans of the franchise might be able to say, well, blah 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 blah. But I'll be watching the second one, whether it's cinema or thinking, it's fine. Don't worry, I'll be there with you, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, get yourself to watch Halloween. It literally starts from where the last one left off. Like literally, it's the same fucking night, and it's all chaos kicking off.
If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to watch the last one because I don't think I've watched the last one.
Have you not?
I can't fucking remember that. I can't remember it.
It's the same principle. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you are gonna have to.
Is that the one where they go to the sorority house? Is it a sorority house? There's a gate and there's a guard.
Yeah.
Is that?
No, it's not. No, that's what it because there's been loads of Halloweens.
That's what I mean.
You're only during this timeline. You're only supposed to remember the OG one, the one we had last year or whatever it was year before, and this one. You're supposed to only go on that timeline.
Well, I might do a double team then and do the one last.
And it was good.
And this one then.
It's hard to fault it because it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's Michael Myers goes around killing people.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, you get to the end and you actually have a massive question. I'm just like, well, so what does that fucking mean? It's not a cliffhanger out. The film ends. But you're just like, ooh.
So is that the end of the franchise then?
I imagine not. I imagine there'll be Halloweens in the future.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
What the fuck are you doing, prick?
Anyone?
Well, I'm just all I've got to do is absolutely spew about everything fan home shit. So I don't know if you've got that in your list.
I've got some fandom shit. So you fire away.
Well, no, I don't know if we should just because I literally all I was gonna do was name off everything, what I'm looking forward to, the trailers we've got, all that shit.
Oh, just go through it.
Right. Well, first of all, I think
knock it off my list.
Oh, okay, knock it off your list. Well, fan home, fuck it like last time. Fucking fandom. I want keep calling it fan home because the people who deliver my Iron Man are called Fan Home, and we built a new Iron Man yesterday. Dog's gay, by the way. Likes to proper ram shit down his throat, which is fine, mate.
Yeah, but I think he's also choking on thread, which you need to stop him.
Well, you say Optimus slapping a bum.
Hey,
just doesn't care.
That's not good for him. It'll tie up in his intestines. Hey,
mate,
behave.
Mate, I've had to pull bits of stuffing from Teddy's out of his poo. You sat chilling. You go upstairs and there's just Teddy dead. Always bees Teddy's as well. Never mind, which is not good for her. But he goes for a shit. You got to pick it up and you're like fluff. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you got a weird diet. His puppy classes start next week or the week after.
Puppy classes? What puppy classes?
We've got him signed up for puppy classes just to like.
What?
I don't know, B wanted to do it. It's to like wing out shit like I don't know. The obsessive nibbling. Yeah. It's because he says to help stop puppy. No, it's not biting. You know, he sits and chews on you. It's not. What do you call it?
Playing to him.
It's play biting. It's just like
Yeah. Fuck, it hurts. Because that's how
the
same with us. It hurts, but he soon grows out of it.
That's what I said to B, but apparently these people will just help you make sure that because he's not aggressive. He's not bad with other dogs. Apparently it costs 120 quid for 9 weeks.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she wanted to get him signed up. He can be a twatbag sometimes, man. But anyway, fan home. I think the biggest thing. Fandom. I'm just going to call it the DC news. The biggest thing to come out 100% has to have been that Batman trailer, which hit fucking millions upon millions of views since it got released.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ, what a trailer that was.
It looks good, and like what you said, I'm glad a lot of people are seeing beyond the Twilight Boy, and seeing Robin Pattinson, because he has done some brilliant films.
Yeah, it's not just. I think it's because Twilight's arguably the biggest franchise he's done.
I think it's one of his early main franchises.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Harry Potter first, then that, or was he that, then Harry Potter? He was only in Harry Potter for one. Yeah, but he was in it for one, wasn't he?
He wasn't your main character, though, was he? He was just a backstage.
He was a main. He played in the Goblet of Fire, didn't he? And
he was a secondary character.
Yeah, but the end act is quite important because it's him and Harry in the maze. But anyway, the trailer was fucking mid. We got to see a better look at Catwoman, a much better look at Riddler,
which is Jason Momoa's stepdaughter.
Who is Catwoman? Is that his stepdaughter? Come on, son.
Her mother, her name, no, she's a big actress back in the day, and father. Oh, you'll know the father when I say his name.
You Google the father. Colin Farrell's Penguin, who calls Batman sweetheart, which is just fucking outstanding.
He looks brilliant, doesn't he?
I can't believe how much is transformed. It's absolutely nuts. Obviously, a lot of that's makeup and whatnot. You know, like it looks like he's got scars and shit. It looks fucking flawless. And we always have this iconic vision of Batman overlooking a night sky. But there's something mint about this him overlooking Gotham as the sun. I can't tell if the sun's rising or setting. I'm assuming it's just about to rise, as in implied like all night he's been doing some Batman shit that Batman does. But yeah, the trailer was fucking outstanding. I'm not surprised in the slightest it hit the numbers that it hit.
Lenny Kravitz plays Catwoman.
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz is her father.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Lisa Bonet is her mum. Her.
Yes, I know her.
And obviously Lenny Kravitz. When I can find him. Nice guy.
Yes, I know him. Bloody hell. Well, I'm sorry, mate, but you've lost out because Jason Momoa's a lot better looking than you, but... But no, yeah, so that trailer was fucking flawless. The next biggest thing for me is because I am a massive fan of the DC video games. They are They just blow the Marvel games out of the water. I'm just going to be completely honest. And Gotham Knights looks fucking sick. And the fact that in this universe, Batman's dead because, like the last game, he's not dead in the last game, but they imply that he's dead.
Yes.
It's the Gotham Knights. It's Batgirl. It's Red Hood, Nightwing. It's Robin against the Court of Owls. Oh my god, it's fucking stellar. But it's never officially confirmed as to whether it's connected straight from the last Arkham game. But it looks like it's the Penguin, and this looks like he's the same Penguin and that. But we'll see. So that was another massive trailer we got, and then Suicide Squad kills Justice League. That's going to be a sick game. I'm so ready to buy that. That's going to be fucking awesome. But then probably the next biggest thing for me was, I mean, it was cool to see the Black Adam shit, seeing The Rock get all beefy, but it was, of course, the Flash film. The Flash film looks amazing.
Oh, the Flash does look amazing.
Yeah, and we hear Michael Keaton's voice.
Still not 100% on
him as a Flash. I like him. He plays a good Barry Allen, because I like the quirky...
Isaac, whatever you call him.
Yeah. Who for a while we thought wouldn't be playing him anymore. Yeah. Because of whatever that weird incident was.
Yeah, the weird incident. I'm still not 100% on him. I prefer DC Arrow.
The Arrowverse Flash. Yeah, he's mint.
Yeah.
But to me, he feels perfect for the TV show one. I feel like if I was to see him in a film, I'd be a bit like... Because, you know...
I think we're going to see him in this because obviously we see him, the other Barry, the other Flash, cross over into the DC world, don't we?
We see two of him as well. One with like longer hair behind
One of them is wearing a bat suit, it's all sprayed up.
Yeah. It's fun because Michael Keaton talks, doesn't he? Batman's all about you can go to any universe, any timeline, blah, blah, blah. And he's obviously doing it because he wants to go back and see his mum and shit. Yeah. But it's officially connected as well because of this film. All the DC films are connected, so...
It's weird we're now going to be seeing three Batmans on screen. You've got Michael Keaton, you've got Ben Affleck, which is also their thing. But on a different universe, you've got Robert Pattinson.
But it's a good one because the DC universe has been a massive mess.
Yes.
And some people might say it's a bit of a cheap cop-out, but I like this idea, you know... Barry Allen, Flashpoint, shenanigans, they're all connected. This is all the weird.
It's, I mean, all what we're seeing now is all Snyder versus what we should be getting from day one with Ben Affleck and all that lot. So it should all tie up nicely.
And at the end, it's obvious what it is, but we see him take off that tarp, and you know underneath because we saw the set photos and it's going to be his Batman, the one I've got upstairs built. Yeah, we're going to see the Batmobile. But that was an awesome trailer. And yeah, like I said, The Rock doing his thing. You know, what did he say that the?
It looks interesting. I'm looking forward to this one. I watched the wishes out, but
I think at the minute you can just separate the two. But it's weird seeing Black Adam without hair. That's the first thing I'm like, jeez, fuck.
It's weird seeing Dwayne with hair.
And of course, I'm assuming they're just going straight out there and saying Black Adam's a hero when usually he's a villain. Black Adam's always a villain.
No, it didn't look like that way in the trailer.
No, you are right, but think about it. Are they going to make The Rock in a comic book film a bad guy? When he's always the good guy though.
I know, but possibly.
And he always, even in the Scorpion fucking King, mate.
They might have done a deal saying, look, you can play Black Adam, but you are going to be a bad guy in this. And so at least you get one film out the way, and then you might be
because I'd be expecting the showdown Shazam vs Black Adam. In the end, Shazam wins, but is he gonna? Like you said, the power thing's changing in the DC universe. Is he gonna come on stage in this DC world and be like, well, why am I going to lose to Shazam? Well, because you know, Joker's supposed to lose to Batman. His comic book's supposed to have a happy ending, but he's not going to buy into. I think they're going to make him like a Venom, anti-hero-y shenanigans. But it does look sick as fuck, and you don't need to explain him too much. The exact same powers as Shazam, but the letters all stand for different gods this time around.
Yeah. We've got some characters. Like I said, it's out next year. We've got some characters lined up already.
Hawkman, haven't we?
We've got. I don't know these characters 100%.
The only one I do know is Pierce Brosnan. Obviously, it is going to be Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate, yeah. Great
we've got
villain.
Some young lass who's going to be Cyclone.
Yep, Cyclone.
We've got some other dude that's going to be called Atom Smasher.
Yep. And these are figures I've got upstairs, Chris.
Another dude called Hawkman.
Hawkman, yeah. There's usually you would have seen Hawkman in was in the fucking Arrowverse for a bit.
Possibly.
Him and his missus were both in it for a little bit.
Possibly.
He's usually got a big fucking. It's usually just has his wings, green pair of pants. It's like his logo there, bits that keep this thing on a big. I don't know what you call it. Big metal rod with a ball at the end of spikes. What do they call it? Is it a mace?
Possibly.
But no, that trailer looked cool. And the Rock's, obviously, did you watch his like, we're going to give you a couple of minutes of footage. This is the scene where they awake Black Adam, blah, blah, blah. We also did see about behind the scenes of Shazam. What's her name's a big bad villain, which is Meryl Streep, which is just nuts to see. But they mentioned they're going to get loads of mythological shit, and then we're going to see dragons and monsters and that. We're going to go up to where the gods are and all that shit, which is fun because it's awesome seeing the superhero shit where it's save the city. But I like going to these weird backy, Guardians out to space or Thor going to explore Asgard. Now in the DC world, we've got Shazam exploring god stuff.
So we must be getting another Shazam film and one Black Adam before we get a double team then.
Well,
looking at it.
Yeah, so you get Black Adam, you get what it is called Shazam. I think it's called Fury of the Gods.
Something like that, isn't it? Fury of the Gods.
I think it's Fury of the Gods, and then they must have either a battle head to head, team up, whatever it is they're fucking doing with this version of Black Adam.
Yeah.
What else biggies did we get? They showed a couple of sprinklings of a few Arrowverse shenanigans. They revealed, which is mad because they don't usually do this, but they did. I suppose Venom was a 15 and that had Funko Pops. But they revealed Lego sets for the Batman. So I'm assuming the Batman's going to be no more than, it's probably going to be a 12A. They've got a massive Technic. They've got his Batmobile Technic Lego set, which looks fucking awesome.
Just before you move on quickly, the Flash got released the 4th of November.
So it's a little while away.
Yeah, well, it's just over a year to go.
Yeah, then Batman's 4th of March, isn't it? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's not too far.
We got a quick kind of behind the scenes of Aquaman. You remember?
Yes, I've seen that.
Which looks interesting. All the original cast are back, including Amber. Again, looks interesting. 16th of December. That's out.
So just after Flash.
Yeah, just over a year. And Batman's 4th March.
So the big DC things to go. The one to kick us off is Batman, and then we'll roll into whatever else they've got.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through, making sure there's no more DC stuff.
They're the biggest things for me.
Wonder Woman has been announced. Wonder Woman 3 has been announced. That's happening with all the three original. Also, I say the original director. Gal Gadot and even the old original Linda Carter is coming.
Well, like we saw at the end. Sweet.
Yeah. I think that's all the DC fandom.
So we could start to theorise there. We could say, wow, is it because of Flash shenanigans that the old Wonder Woman appears?
Would we get to see the old original Flash in this film?
Yeah.
In the TV series?
We see, it's quite cool in the trailer, I forgot to mention it, is that the Flash used to get his costume from a ring. The ring used to pop out, and then we see the ring in the trailer, which is quite dope.
Yeah. Weirdly, before we move on, the Batman, Robert Pattinson's version. Guess who was got asked first to play the Joker?
Play the Joker?
Yeah.
Is there a Joker in this? Because as far as we're aware, there's not a Joker.
Well, no. Well,
if they put a Joker in it at some point.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, no, I wouldn't say in this, but asked if we had to put a Joker in the film or some point down the line.
Yeah.
Would you be interested? What character would you say? What person would you say was asked first?
I'm assuming it's someone extremely obscure. That's why you're asking it in this tone.
It's a weird one. I can understand why.
I was going to say Jim Carrey, but he was already the Riddler once.
I'll give you a clue. Female.
Oh, a female Joker.
I don't think you'd like the idea neither, to be fair. I don't think you like her that much.
It's not fucking that Amy, is it? That Tammy.
Who?
Is it Tammy?
No.
She plays a character called Tammy or something.
No.
I don't know.
Christian Stewart.
Oh, really? That'd be a bit weird. Do they only ask that and say that because she used to date him in real life?
I don't know.
Why
but
the?
She said she would consider it, considering the history, because they're still friends, considering what they've done in the past.
She cheated on him.
Yeah.
I've got no issue. If you wanted to do a female Joker, go for it. I'm all up for that, even though I kind of thought that's why they made Harley Quinn. But anyway, you go for it. But nah, she's boring as fuck.
I knew you wouldn't like it.
She is boring. I watched her not long ago in that weird agent film with the lad that played Lex Luthor.
I thought she was brilliant in that film, where they were underwater with the aliens.
No, the film was great. But she's not my stand. She's very flat.
And apparently she was pretty good in Charlie's Angels. I haven't seen it, but apparently she's pretty good in Charlie's Angels.
No, I don't know. If it had to be a female, I wouldn't mind someone like. They need to be able to go insane. I tell you what, who would just look the part, and I reckon. I reckon that they could. Someone like a Liv Tyler. Because I feel like every time she talks and acts,
I'm not a fan of Liv.
I feel like she genuinely has. I mean, I hope to God not a real life tendency to just snap. Like I look at her like the kind of girl that's had her heart broken too many times, and just think one day she's just gonna lose it.
Ben Affleck left her for an Armageddon thingy, didn't he?
No, he was gonna sacrifice the album. Mel Gibson, the dad was not Mel Gibson. Bruce Willis was like, no, get back in there. I think I'm only saying this. I think Liv Tyler could kill somebody. Hopefully not. And I loved her as Arwen in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, moving on. What's also been announced? I was gonna say let's just move on. Right. Clifford the Big Red Dog got his first.
Jack Whitehall.
I know. He got his first video uploaded this week.
This trailer come out, but I watched it about a month ago.
Yeah.
I saw I probably looked at the same post saying it's first trailer. I was like, I watched the trailer ages ago. Maybe I should be here.
Same trailer.
Yeah, exact same trailer. But I know exactly what post you're on about saying. And I'm like, what the fuck?
First time I watched it.
Carry on what you're going to say. I'm going to bring up a question.
Clifford the Big Red Dog. He grows bigger if you love him more.
Which is fucking.
Why you're small.
Which, yeah. We don't love you, dog. Oh, I can't have to about saying that. I love you, really.
In cinemas, 10th of December.
Yeah, but mate, it looks silly and goofy as fuck.
It does.
But the old show was like that. This film doesn't need to be a fucking award-winning masterpiece. It needs to be a little family fun, goofy mess around.
Yeah.
My biggest question is Jack Whitehall trying to put an American accent there? Because sometimes his poshness comes out, and I'm like, are you trying to be American? I've watched it about twice.
I don't know why they just didn't make him British, but he's trying to make it feel American.
I like it though. He's getting some half decent roles.
He
Obviously,
is.
Jungle Get Out. Jack Whitehall being my favourite comedian.
He's getting up there a bit now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you watch, I don't know if you ever watched it. In Fresh Meat, it's just such a British comedy show. He's fucking outstanding, and I love Jack Whitehall, and I want him to do well. Not that he's not already doing well.
Yeah.
Have you got any Tom Holland crack on there?
Yes.
Not Uncharted related.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I do, but.
No, yeah, but there's. Oh, you're doing it now? That's
Yeah.
weird as well. Yeah, because this is a big talk about. Go on, spew it out. Wait, was this your next story?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. Was weird as fuck.
We're not saying that No Way Home is going to be his last film.
Because a lot of people are misinterpreting that.
It's not going to be his last film, so he's not going to be killed off or whatever. It's just his character is getting on pause.
Yeah.
While other films are coming out.
It's not even this. Okay, I'll carry on.
And that is why most of Marvel's shit now, when Kevin Feige has announced this week that the dates have been moved. I don't know if you're aware of that. All of the Marvel stuff dates have been moved.
Yeah, B was fucking naming them off.
And that is why, that's one of the reasons why Tom has been put on hold.
Yeah.
Because they've got other stuff to come out. It doesn't mean that we're not going to see him cameo in other films.
Yeah.
It's just, for Spider-Man solo films, it's going to be a while.
Yeah. So, yeah, you could easily team up with... I mean, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Could easily appear in that still. Go further down the line. He could appear in Captain America 3.
Yes.
But at the same time as well... this might be a nice little loophole for saying, right, the MCU are having a big pause on Spider-Man at the minute, but because of multiverse weird shenanigans, when it all wraps up and ends, he might be sucked up still in the Sony world, so they're going to play with him for a bit.
That's what I mean. And because they've still got in the Sony world, we've still got Venom to Spider-Man Venom to do.
Yeah, which now, because now the bridge is crossed, because it's basically no longer... Go on then, Sony, Disney, you can borrow our character for a bit. You've got everybody for however many this multiverse shenanigans wraps up, and then you carry on your Moon Knights and She-Hulks and your fucking Captain America.
Yes.
We'll carry on with the Spider shit. Oh, Avengers 4's coming out, or 5's coming out, whatever. Okay, get them back together.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's basically all.
Because when I first read it, I also misinterpreted it because Tom Holland says it could be the last time he's playing Spider-Man for a while. I'm thinking, why the fuck? But then I read it more properly and in depth, and I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, I can't believe Tom Holland's not going to be Spider-Man anymore." I'm like, no. Read it properly.
Yes.
It's just.
So that's the reason why. You should get on hold about other projects.
There won't be a Spider-Man 4, definitely not in the MCU anyway, for a good little while. But there could easily be a Captain America 3 and Spider-Man did the whole film, just helping Captain America do whatever.
But whilst all that's happening, like I said, there is some pushbacks and changes and whatever else. So now Doctor Strange is getting released in May, not March.
Yeah, which...
and so there's quite a few films there.
Which is fucking annoying, mate, because they're releasing Spider-Man, gonna have this weird-ass cliffhanger, because we know we're gonna have a cliffhanger. Oh, guess what, guys? Keep fucking waiting!
Right, you know. Like I said, I've got some dates and things here. So obviously, Doctor Strange, what did I say? From March until May. Love and Thunder, that's gone from May to July. Bear with me, I'm doing my dates here. The Marvels, which was supposed to be the last film of the year, which is November, is now been pushed to February 2023. And say with Aquaman, that's been pushed back 5 months. So that was supposed to be coming out in February. It's now been pushed back till March.
Didn't you just say Aquaman was getting released in December just after Flash was getting released in November?
Did I say Aquaman? I mean Ant-Man.
Oh, right, I was going to say.
Ant-Man, sorry. I mean Ant-Man. That's
Quantum Mania, which is, we still need to explore that because you've got multiverse weird shit and then quantum realm weird shit.
So that's from February to March. There's also been 2 titles in there that's been removed from the schedule completely. I'm not too sure what they are. But there's also another one that's also, again, I'm not too sure what it is, but that's also been moved dates. But there's no point mentioning that at the minute because there's no...
I wonder if they've somehow done something with this multiverse crack and they're like, oh shit, we've done it this way, but it confuses this, and like, right, push it back, start again.
That's basically what Kevin said. He put an announcement up saying that we've had to do some rearrangement and realignment. It's just because we've got that much going on. Yeah. We need to try and make them all make sense before we get to the next. Mate,
I'm so happy.
Next chapter.
These comic book films, because when they first come out, it was your standard book guy, but now. And the comics are always crazy and fucked up and weird and time travel. Now the films are there, so everybody can be like, "Oh wait, I've got a headache here."
Yeah.
So, but even Kevin Feige's going, "I got a sick fuck." If we've put in here and she's there,
yeah, so
they need to be.
Even Kevin Feige's getting the headache. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
We need to put him first before him. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So that's the only reason why, as well as all the Tom Holland crack. That's why he's put on hold until we catch up.
Which is fine because he's about to have his 3rd film. Yeah. We've still got Spider-related shenanigans come in the form of Morbius, and eventually Venom, for whatever he's involved. If Venom's in the Spider-Man film, or if he's in Doctor Strange or whatnot.
And like I say, he's still in pars with Sony, which they were the ones who, since you mentioned it, teamed up with PlayStation, and we've got Uncharted.
Yeah, well,
the trailer came out this week.
You elaborate more because again, it's a game you've played and I haven't.
It looks interesting. It's just basically a male version of Tomb Raider. They go out looking. His brother died. And so he's trying to continue what his brother started. And then Mark Wahlberg's supposed to be his friend, but it turns out he's actually not a friend.
Yeah, because isn't he a villain?
After the same thing. I want to say spoiler alert, say possibly it was Mark that killed his brother. I don't know, unless they're going down that route in this film. I don't know.
Yeah, I knew when you first mentioned, because everyone was kicking off about that he hasn't got his mustache. Everyone say, why hasn't Mark Wahlberg got his mustache? Because apparently the villain he's playing has a mustache.
Yeah, he does, but it doesn't mean he can't get it later. If there's going to be multiple films, it doesn't mean he can't get it later.
It's like Sonic. At the end of Sonic, obviously Sonic, Jim Carrey's not really looking like Dr. Robotnik or craziness. Yeah. To get to the cutscene, and he's there all craziness.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean that we won't get his mustache.
Obviously, whenever you see an adventure film, you go straight back to the OG adventure archaeology film, Indiana Jones. This to me just looked like a more modern Indiana Jones.
That's basically.
So I'm all on board.
That's basically what it is. It's just an Indiana film.
I did giggle when the Scottish guy started on Tom Holland. He's like, what? But I will also say it's not really a criticism. I can't fully Tom Holland is so baby faced.
Yes.
I can't. It's not like I can't get behind it. Obviously I can. I think it's gonna be fun. But it's like I'd look at him and I'd think, "Fuck me, mate. You're a 12-year-old going on an adventure."
That's one of the things about playing a character you know so well, because everyone is just seeing Peter Parker.
Well, it's not just. I'm just seeing a young lad. I'm just seeing.
I think it's one of the reasons why he's doing this, because he doesn't want to be just known as Peter Parker. He doesn't want to be known as
I'm not doubting it, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do anything. I'm not saying it's even going to be bad. He might fucking absolutely might end up going, oh my god,
he was brilliant in Chase.
Yeah.
I thought he was brilliant in Chase, to be fair.
It's just, and again with the film where he played multiple versions of Crackhead, I don't know if you watch it in the end. Fuck, what's it called?
I don't know. No, I never watched it.
Oh, it was Cherry. Did you watch it in the end of that?
No.
Oh, it's fucking
yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Because obviously it was...
I did.
I enjoyed, Crackhead shenanigans. It all went in well.
It did. I enjoyed that.
It's just, if I'm a big henchman, bad guy, and I see him looking at me, and this is in a world where he hasn't got spider powers, I'm just going, you're a 12-year-old?
Yeah.
But again, it's not really an insult.
No. But it's coming out on the 18th of February, so you'll be able to make your mind up then.
Yeah. Well, the people that are making the film have obviously screen tested him and said, no, the way we've written this character, you fit our...
because he is the younger brother of the one that got killed.
So that's what I mean. It might all fucking make sense.
It will. I think it will. I think it'll do... I think it looks good, and I think
it does look good.
It will do good at cinema, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice, fun, adventure-y film. Modern day Indiana Jones.
Yes, it's weird seeing Tom that way, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he'll do a good job, to be fair.
I never doubt my boy anyway. I never doubt him. It's just I had to bring it up there because...
Yeah. 18th of February, just say. Yeah, 18th of February, that is out. From that one, let's do that one. Right. Right. Yes.
Yes.
Who's joining the MCU this week?
Have I read about this? I don't know. Have I read?
He's playing the brother of Thanos, Eros.
Oh shit! He's joining. Wait, what? I haven't seen this.
He's being Thanos' brother, Eros.
In what they introducing him in?
I don't know. To be fair.
Oh, what did you? I haven't read this.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
Yes.
Not an issue with that. Like, oh, get in. He will fit the part as well. And I keep saying it whenever you mention Harry Styles. He was great in Dunkirk.
Yeah, he was good in Dunkirk. Yes, Harry Styles has joined the MCU.
That must be potential. No, I can't. It's too.
Eros is known as the god of love and sex.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying he's perfect for the part, because obviously a lot of people find Harry Styles attractive, and obviously Taylor Swift did at some point. If you can get Tay-Tay, you instantly win. She seems like the most hardest.
The one that's got the kid to Cheryl Cole, though?
No, that's... And she's not called Cheryl Cole anymore, because she got divorced. Even I keep calling her Cheryl Cole. No, it's... Is it? It's not him. I can't remember her last name. But yeah, I still call her Cheryl Cole.
Fair enough.
That's what we've turned into, one of these podcasts. No, he'll do a great job at that. Obviously, he's a good-looking lad and all that shenanigans.
Yeah. Well, he's joined the MCU this week.
That must be in like a Guardians or potentially like a Thor Love and It can't be Eternals.
Let's have a quick gander. Harry Styles. Harry.
And he's not, for me anyway, he's not a big enough character to have a solo film.
MCU.
Well, I wouldn't personally.
Big reveal. He's in the Eternals?
He is in the Eternals.
Yeah.
I didn't think, well, they kept that fucking quiet. It's 2 weeks till that film's out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, he's in the Eternals. Which is, what do we call
2 weeks away?
Yeah. Because who's the cousin? Who's the cousin?
The cousin of?
Thanos and him.
In Eternals.
Yeah. Old Lara Croft woman.
Oh, you making
Big lips.
Oh, fucking yes. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Yes. So wait, he's only gonna make a. Yeah, she has got big lips. He's making an appearance in this.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, you could chuck him in this film. It does make sense. I just go obviously because we haven't heard about
Which
it.
doesn't mean that we can get a. We could get a. You killed my father, brother kind of tribute kind of film shenanigans.
He could be the reason why the Deviants are getting back out, maybe.
Maybe.
Because the way I implied this, because again, you've got to try and refresh your memory of what happened in the comics, because it's the MCU. The way that this is implied was that the Deviants were out, and I thought the Celestials were being a bit up to no good, but maybe it's him. Because the Celestials are usually on the good side. But I thought, because obviously the Lego sets, you've got a Celestials against, well not against, but you've got Celestials and Eternals and Deviants, and it can't just be Deviants because they need someone controlling them. I thought, maybe it's him. Maybe he's released the Deviants.
It does look good, this though, and I still think it's going to be the biggest film of the year. Even though it's James Bond and whatever else,
James Bond's a hard one to tackle.
It is.
I feel like
voted one of the best films that Bond's brought out, which I'm not doubting because it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, no, even I enjoyed it from a non-Bond fan.
But I think Eternals is going to be the film of the year.
It's definitely going to be massive. Purely, like Shang-Chi, no one heard of Shang-Chi, but it was massive because it's an MCU film.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be massive because of them reasons. But James Bond's a toughie, mate.
He is. Yeah, that's coming from me.
And mate, that's coming from me, someone who's Team MCU, not really Team Bond, but...
I know. We'll see. We shall see. 2 weeks out, innit?
It's a funny one because you're not going to be surprised because you're like, oh, it's an MCU film. Of course, it's going to be massive.
But it plays a big part than we thought.
Oh, I'm so excited! No, of course it was always because, like I said, we're looking at Celestials and we're looking at the Earth's heroes before this. I also heard something funny. Apparently, this film is going to mention Batman and Superman.
Possibly. I
heard that, which. DC, what the fuck?
It's mad. It's mad really because when we first, well, I don't know about you, but when I first saw it, I was like, "What the fuck's Eternals? Who are these?"
Well, no.
What is he?
I agree with you. I have Eternals comic books upstairs, but like a small stack compared to my Spideys and Caps and that, because Eternals were never. Get in Eternals! I love you guys.
Yeah, like, okay, we'll watch it. It's a MCU film. I don't know what it's got to do with any of the fucking timeline or anything.
Yeah, but it's the same every time. Always Moon Knight at this current moment of time. You as somebody who doesn't really know, like, what the fuck are you got to do with all that? Shang-Chi, what the fuck are you going to do with it all? But of course, in typical MCU fashion, the Eternals do have the ability to explore for what's happened throughout time, what's happened in space. They can unlock so many doors, more than a single Spider-Man, a single Captain America, a single Iron Man film could do. So, I mean, it's always going to be important.
So now I am looking forward to it.
Like I said, I've got the day off, so I'll be going boom, boom, boom. I don't know if there's a midnight. Shang-Chi didn't have a midnight, and since COVID started, we've not had any well, at least not in Carlisle, we haven't had any midnights. But, you know.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Next, moving on. Netflix has dropped a trailer for the 4th and final season of Ozark.
Yes, with Jason Bateman.
Yes.
It's one I've not started, but I've always been that close to starting.
I like this.
Yeah, is it good? Because when you first look at it, it looks like a horror. But what is it? You explain. It's a guy escaping people he made money off.
He's basically a bank accountant.
Yeah.
And something goes wrong with some mafia people, and he kills the mafia people. Kill him. Or kill them and say, right, sort my money out, or you and your family are going to get it.
Yeah,
basically.
So he goes off in a hide.
So they all up and vacate to a new location. The family are unaware at first, and then as seasons come on, they kind of know why they're there and all that stuff. One of the local girls gets involved, so she's got her problems, so Jason is also helping her with her problems, while she's also helping with the situation in the town, because she's familiar with the town, and then all the locals don't really like new people, so she's trying to help them like all settle in and get all the money, because it's like laundering money kind of thing for these people.
That's what I mean. When you look at it though, it doesn't look like a mafia.
No.
It looks like a horror, especially with the logo. It's like it looks like a demony
But I do recommend it.
Mate, I've always clicked on it before. Should I start it now? And I'm like, no, we'll go back and do South Park.
Well, like I said, you might as well wait until January because that's when season 4 is out.
And the final one.
Final season.
Well, I suppose.
So you can start it now
Yeah,
and then
push
do.
it all now.
Yeah. But I do recommend it. It's the series will be split into 2 parts. So we're going to get 7 on side A and then 7 on side B at some point later on. But Netflix being Netflix, we'll get the straight 7, have a break, and then we'll probably get the other straight 7 straight after that. So Ozark season 4, watch it. 21st of January.
Sweet.
I haven't watched any of Ozark. I recommend watching it.
Watch them all now.
Yes. Twisting over to the old PlayStation game, which is getting turned into a possible movie. It's getting a reboot on the game, but it's also mentioned that there's a rumour mentioned that we might get a film as well. Splinter Cell.
Fucking hell, Splinter Cell.
I know.
Not that I'm a massive fan, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
Isn't that Tom Clancy?
Yes.
Tom Clancy. Doesn't he already do like the... What's he actually films?
It's got
Rainbow
a
Six.
It's got a series.
Did I do Rainbow Six as well? Is that me thinking of chatting shit?
I think it does the Rainbow Six.
Yeah. Who the fuck is Tom Clancy?
Let's go. Hasn't he got a TV series out?
I'm sure there is a Tom Clancy's...
What's McCollum's playing him, isn't he?
Because it's all the same shit, really, isn't it? It's just a guy, fucking, spy, ex-fucking marine, whatever, shenanigans, guns, I'm minute killing people.
Oh yeah, there is a film out. It's Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, that's the one I'm fucking thinking of, because I watched it. Because it's called...
Without Remorse.
Yeah. I've watched it, it's mean as fuck. I can't fucking remember it. Yeah, weird as fuck, mate. So we've got more Tom Clancy shenanigans to kick off. Oh, it's starting to rain. That work can.
Where'd that come from?
It's on the side.
Tom Clancy is an American author who specialised in the military and technical side of things.
In real life?
Yes.
Before he started... I thought you must have done.
He's the main name behind all the games.
Yeah.
He's not the developer, but he's the main name behind it. That went to him for IDs.
Yeah, because in
like
real
that.
life, he's kind of like a modern day... what's his name that ripped James Bond?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So that's who Tom Clancy.
I thought you must have been like some sort of real marine-y sort of American hoorah guy.
Yeah. So that's who Tom Clancy is. And it's like a Splinter Cell game coming out, rumoured film, but we don't know when that is.
Michael B. Jordan's a beast in that film. You've not seen it?
Yet, no.
He's a fucking unit. There's a bit where he sets a massive fire, loads of fire in that, and he went around a car and he climbs to the car to chat to a guy.
I've seen the video.
Yeah, and then he just
Jumps in. Let's
and
talk.
you're like, what the fuck, mate?
I know. Look at his family or something, don't they?
Well, I won't say too much if you're going to watch it.
Yeah. Discovery Plus. I won't say announced, but it was more that Richard Hammond announced he's bringing a TV show. Richard Hammond's Workshop. Basically, it's old classic cars, getting fixed and whatever else. It's going to be on Disney Plus. The reason why he's done this is because he's been doing his own classic car up, and then he's been approached by Discovery and says, "Look."
Oh right, so in real life he's just been sat at home doing a car up.
Yeah, while we've been in lockdown, he's been sorting out. Well, him and a couple of technicians have been sorting out an old classic car of his.
See,
I
like
putting videos online.
I prefer James May's spin off because he goes back and looks like old toys and that. And
I like this tour in Japan. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
But yeah, he's been putting videos online about him and his old car and his two techs. And he's been approached by Discovery and says, "Look, do you fancy having a TV series?"
What? So he'll just now take in any old car, restore it for somebody or for himself.
Yeah, I think it'll be more for somebody.
Oh, so somebody can come in and say, "I've got this 1972 fucking whatever."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, let's restore it." In the small little British voice he is.
Yes. He's going to be concentrating in the UK, so he's not going to America. So it'll be old classic British cars like the old Jag or the old Leyland or the Mini.
Mini Cooper.
Well, yeah, stuff like that.
My mum goes, right, you can answer this question. She goes, how can you call a mini these days when they're no longer minis? I says, I don't fucking know.
Which is true.
Oh, right, so it's true.
Yeah.
I just said, oh, well, I don't fucking know.
Deep down underneath, it's BMW. BMW.
She did say somebody else made them.
Yeah,
But
BMW.
again, it's, I just went over my head.
Austin was the British foundation. A guy called, I don't know his first name, but it was something Austin. And he was the first, he did the Rover.
Yeah, I know Rover 200.
Yeah. Before it was Rover, it was Austin.
Right.
And also it was that stuff. And then they brought the Mini out. And then the Austin Metro or Maestro. And all
So
that
technically, but to answer the question, a modern day Mini, which are like big, massive
yes,
things, you can't really call a Mini.
No. They bought the brand of Austin, but basically they're just a BMW underneath.
Right. So when my mum comes in later, I can say, oh, by the way, Mum, you shouldn't really call modern day Minis because they're not Minis.
No, they're BMWs.
Right, okay. That answers that fucking question.
That answers that question for you. Fox FX announced this week that Why the Last Man has been cancelled.
Why? Well, I didn't mean to fucking do that. Lad at work's watching it. He says he's loving it.
I'm loving it.
Why are they cancelling it? It's not even finished its first season, is it?
Nope.
Is there any reason? Just not many people watching.
They've just announced that it's getting pulled.
Is it season 1 finished? Is season 1 finished?
No, it's still going.
Oh, what if that's a massive cliffhanger?
It will do. But they've just announced it's getting pulled. They're no longer doing it. Because the books did really well. Because it's I think there's about 4 or 5 books.
Right.
And they did really well. So they thought they'd make it into a live action series.
Yeah, but
and then
doing really well for a books, the cost effective is nowhere near to making a show.
True.
So,
but you need to realise, I don't know if you've watched it, but you need to realise though, there's not really a lot of money worth in it, like explosions or.
yeah, no, but how
like
much
that.
is it costing to shut down streets? Because I'm assuming there's a lot of thingies. Because I know it costs millions when they're shooting on the. Just spat a fucking bit of nail out. Like the Batman, for example, they filmed in Liverpool. That I know that costs fucking millions to shut that down, so they could get filmed 10 minutes of footage. So maybe that's
possibly. But yes, it's been cancelled. We'll get to finish off this season and then that's it.
I'm glad I didn't fucking start.
Oh, I don't know if that book or not, I did. Let me just, I don't know why I took a screenshot of me fucking
Dick.
phone.
As you do.
As you do. Transformers!
You're about the picture of Optimus?
Yes.
Oh, mate, I saw that.
Rise of the Beasts. Right, the Rise of the Beasts. It's finished filming, and we shall see it.
So explain. Is this separate to Bumblebee to the main track? Is this after Bumblebee? Right. Is the Bumblebee you got? Is that a prequel to the Transformers we already had, or is that the start of a new Transformers? Because you could still have that as a prequel. That's still fine. You could still go that route.
No.
Right. So we've had all of our Transformers. Ignore them. We've got Bumblebee. Is this the start of? Because to me, Beast's shenanigans should have been set a little bit back. Because Beast shenanigans is actually a massive part of the future. Like you're talking age in the future.
Right. I'm sure we've had this conversation, but let me just clarify all this for you then.
Yeah. Because to me, as it stands, because me and you both love the Transformers, even though a lot of people say they're shit and critics don't really like them, but fuck the critics. I would be happy if they said, oh yeah, Bumblebee, which is a nice prequel to the main Transformers. Hey, Optimus Dog. He's slow. He's turned into a Decepticon. Spilt B's fucking alcoholic drink all over my side the other day.
Right. Okay. Bumblebee.
Yeah.
The only Steinfeld.
Yeah, the only Bumblebee we've got.
Yeah. Is a prequel to the Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox franchise.
Right, so they are connected.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got your main Transformers we've had.
Yes.
And include Bumblebee, just stick that at the start.
Stick that at the start.
Right, okay, so they're all
That's
together.
how Bumblebee became Bumblebee, how it became his Camaro.
Which I'm fine with, I like that, that's cool.
Which is that. Right. So that's that one. Put that to one side.
Mm-hmm. So that's definitely a prequel, and you could have a sequel to that still. if they wanted to.
And then Transformers: Rise of the Beasts is going to be taking place in 1994.
So it can be set after.
So it's set between Bumblebee.
So
and
they are
Michael,
all connected.
And the Megan Fox. Michael
Right.
Bay
So they're not reboots. They're not. We're all still in the same timeline here.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, no. Go for it. Then it doesn't make anything. There's no because I didn't want Transformers to be rebooted. I like what we got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's they're all connected. It's just that we seem to be all over the pattern at the minute.
Well, it's obviously they don't know how to go forward with it, so they're like, "Well, hang on a sec. We'll just go back a bit and explore that," which again, I'm fine with.
I am sort of.
Yeah, I mean, we've had it before. We've had it inside of the MCU when we've had Infinity War. Let's go back and look at Carol.
That's it. So, if you want to watch them in order, we'll have
Bumblebee. However many of these films are
How
doing.
many of these films there is? So at the minute there'll be Rise of the Beasts, and then it'll be the Michael B. Jordan's from the start.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Bay. Michael Bay is from the start.
Right.
This Transformers: Rise of the Beast is out June 24th next year.
Right. So we're assuming as well then, because obviously when you first watch the Transformers, we see them all coming from space.
Yes.
So if this is set on Earth still, so they must come down, do beast shenanigans, and go back to space.
Yeah.
And then, which is again fine because we know they can go back and forward if they want.
Yeah, because the Michael Bay films don't really start till 2009.
Yeah.
So they could.
Running.
Yeah. So they could. Whatever happens in this film, they'll obviously piss off back to space.
Yeah.
Or back to Ultron.
Yeah.
And then.
Back to Ultron, I hope not. Cybertron.
So that's the one. Back to Cybertron. And then come back.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
I'm so happy I named my dickhead dog after the legend himself.
Well.
He is slowly becoming a Decepticon now, like I said, he really is.
Yeah, June 24th, that's out. So that's that one. Moving over to Russia.
Oh, okay.
Russia.
Ooh.
They've announced they have finished filming a film, obviously, which has all been done in space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the one that Tom Cruise wanted to do?
He is doing it. He's the next one to go up in space with NASA.
Oh, wait, so he hasn't just done this one?
No, this is the Russians.
Right, so they...
The Russians got there first.
Wait, so this is where we get into conspiratorial shit, because the Russians says they went to space first, but apparently it's all a big blag, so the Americans were trying to skip themselves to get to the moon, which I personally believe they did, but it's a conspiracy saying, oh no, we actually got there, because you had Cold War shit.
Yeah.
So now the Russians might be saying, we made first film in space. Did you really? So they would then skip themselves. Not that I don't really believe all that. I believe it's all true that what you're saying.
So yeah, the Russians have just finished Cosmonauts, it's called.
Right.
I'm guessing it's something about space.
Well, yeah, that's the name of their astronaut. We've got astronauts, they have cosmonauts, don't they?
Just finished filming the first movie in space.
Alright.
And like you said, small guy.
Tom Cruise.
Yes, that's the one.
Frodo!
He's also next to team up with NASA, and then they're taking him up.
Loads of celebrities just went in space, didn't they?
Well, fucking Captain.
Yeah, Star Trek. I literally think the same person.
He's just come back, and he's 95.
That's mad, isn't it? I don't think they did much, did they? I think they just.
But he's not the first. He's not the first Star Trek actor to go in space.
Who was first?
It was a black female woman back in 1994. She did one episode on Star Trek.
Oh, well, so why did she go to space?
I don't know. And then, because once you go to space, you're not allowed to really talk about certain stuff when you're in space.
Fuck that, I'll be straight on the Visual Guys podcast saying, hey, it was mad, we saw the aliens!
Which is quite weird, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like, well, don't tell anybody anything. Why not?
But she ended up being in one of the episodes in Star Trek and she was one of the technical people.
She ended up being in the show after she went to space, or she was in the show, then went to space?
She went to space, then she went in the show.
So maybe that's why they got it for the show, because they thought, oh, you know, she went to space, it would be quite cool to...
Yeah.
Wasn't Star Trek as well the first show to ever show an interracial couple?
Possibly.
I'm sure it was.
Possibly. Everyone's getting everyone in space.
Fucking no sex in space. Cheese everywhere. Whoa.
And you think it's confusing down here, you're going to go to space. Have you watched Orville?
No, I haven't watched Orville.
You do watch Orville. It's Seth MacFarlane stuff.
Oh, no, yes, I have. Yeah, the comedy.
Yeah.
Yes, in Orville's quite funny, actually.
Season 3, that's soon.
Next week, the season, actually, Riverdale's coming back for a 5-part mini-series event featuring Sabrina. She's actually, because they weren't connecting Greendale, Riverdale, it's all connecting. Now we've actually have video footage. So that means demon shit is happening in Riverdale.
Ooh.
So
I still need to catch up with Riverdale.
Mate, it got fucking so good, man. I mean, there's still the singing thing, which I'm fine with because it's based on a band from back in the day.
Yeah.
Actually, the Archies were a band, so I don't mind the singing part. But it gets so scary and nitty and gritty and nitty gritty.
Lovely.
Have you not got Alec Baldwin on here anywhere?
Not really, because I don't really think it's like... Poor lad.
Well,
Poor guy.
yes and no.
Well, he didn't know it was a real gun, did he?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a prop. He got the go.
Filled with live rounds,
No,
which his assistant director says it's safe to use.
He got given the go-ahead to use.
Yeah, no, mate.
It was supposed to be... Do you know one of them... It's got blanks. It's supposed to have blanks in it.
Yeah, but he's the director. He was the one that chose to have a gun. Him and as assistant director, his assistant director had live rounds in it. His assistant director says it's safe to use because it's live rounds, but then we'll then go blank. I don't know anything about guns.
Yeah, that's basically you get all the bang and get everything else.
Yeah,
but you've just got
but that's just
have the bullet.
That's just blanks, not live rounds.
You don't have the bullet.
Yeah, but then why are they putting live rounds in it? This has all come out this morning.
No, I haven't heard the package this morning, so I don't know.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, okay. Well, you will have a fake gun, but it's live. The more and more they're talking about it, the much more just turned into a real gun."
Because someone got killed and someone got injured.
It was the director of photography, her first 42-year-old woman, her first real break in Hollywood for this film that he's directing, Rust. And again, it was all an accident. I'm not saying he's gone out there to kill her. But him and his assistant director have gone through what's the best way, what should we use the thingy? Should we CGI it in or whatever? Because a lot of people are saying, why don't they just CGI it all in? Because apparently a lot of the guns you see these days are just blocks, and it all gets CGI'd in, which I didn't know. But they chose to try and keep it thingy method to have a real thingy gun because, fun fact, they actually used a real gun on the set of Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp's thingy is a real... actual pistol. It wasn't a prop. It was a real fucking thingy. So some people do it for thingying. Yeah. And they put the thingy says to get a better effect, we'll put live rounds in it. So why the fuck have they done that?
Yeah, putting live rounds in it is not the best thing to do.
Yeah, it makes no sense. But his assistant director says it'll be safe.
No.
How's that safe as we got acted? Poor.
No. You don't put live rounds in, you put blanks in.
Well, yeah,
which
that's
is
what
the
I thought.
exact same thing.
And they have their bits in their bodies, don't they, that explode and look like blood.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. It's just you don't get the bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always done.
That's what I mean. It's a. I mean, but again, I know they've done all this, but they've not done this with the intention to kill or hurt anybody.
No.
But for an artistic choice, somebody's just lost their life.
Yep. Oh, fair enough. I don't know what to go from there then.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Well, and to somebody like him, don't get me wrong, I don't really give a shit about Alec Baldwin, apart from the South Park skit, that was hilarious, that ripping him. And he's been smashing it on SNL. He's been over SNL for ages. He was Donald Trump on SNL. He was fucking making jags, and now he's potentially career-ending. Depends how it all goes. I mean, he's fully cooperating. This is you're in a weird grey area. It's like me and you messing around now in a play fight. I accidentally break your neck.
It's a hard one because it could just go down as an unfortunate.
That's what you class manslaughter as, isn't it? Yeah, manslaughter is where somebody's died.
You've got unaccidental death.
Yeah.
And then you've got manslaughter.
Yeah, like if I killed you in a car crash, just a normal crash, I've committed manslaughter.
You've committed manslaughter.
Yeah. So he's tried to do this. It's like boxers when they go to the ring, if they kill him, it's manslaughter. Because they're both going there willing, knowing they could die. But she had no intention of willing. No one expected anyone to die. But yet, they still made this choice to do this, which did put people in potential harm.
I think it's a weird one because...
Yeah,
again, cause if I went out shooting deer, right? Say when I went out shooting deer.
Yeah, and you hit somebody, which has happened
and I
before.
shot someone and I killed them, That wasn't my intention to kill them.
No.
So that technically would be classed down after going through investigation and whatever.
Yeah, because
that was technically then go down as unfortunate accidental death. It was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, but again, that starts to lead on to weird shit because you could then go out, stage a crime to kill somebody.
It's hard.
Stage it right to make it look like an accident.
You could, but CSI are fucking brilliant now.
No, they are.
They've got all the technology to fucking zoom in. They know when it's an accidental, a manslaughter, or if it's a death. They will look into it properly, and if it comes back as a manslaughter, then I will be fucked. But looking at it, as I haven't looked at it,
At first, I still think it's a fully accident. I feel like they did this to get the best particular shot for this scene. I'm not interested in watching the Russ anyway. I'm sure it'd be meh. But anyway, they decided this is the best. All they wanted to do was improve the film they're making.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Yeah. But somebody's ended up dying because of a choice that they made.
Yeah.
But again, the choice they made still wasn't to harm anybody.
No.
It was to have a better effect.
Yeah. So if it comes out later on, it wouldn't surprise me if it just comes out as an accidental death and nothing. Nothing will happen.
He's a big A-lister anyway.
Well, I would say he's an A-lister. He's kind of quieting down a lot, I think. Alec.
Well, because you said SNL, mate. SNL's the biggest show.
Well, yeah,
maybe in America's history.
You haven't really seen him for a while, though, have you?
No, we haven't. Every week, SNL.
Has he been on SNL every week?
Well, he's the main guy.
Was he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the biggest show in America of all time.
I thought that was for like Eddie Murphy and stuff like that.
That's what I mean. The biggest ranked people, and he's a lead in charge on it.
Fair enough.
So, just obviously we don't get SNL over here, so to you it might seem a bit like. But I watch SNL.
No.
Because obviously you get like Cena and The Rock in because they have guest hosts.
Yeah.
I like SNL.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's a funny one.
It's strange.
Yeah.
Well, while you're still pondering on that, we'll move on.
Yeah. We need to 35 minutes. What more podcast to do until fucking tune kick off?
We've got a couple of renewals for TV shows announced this week as well. I still haven't watched season 3 yet, which I will do, but season 4 of Doom Patrol has been announced.
Yeah, we saw that shit on Finger, didn't we?
I still kind of watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes of season 3 of Titans, but season 4 has been announced on that one.
It's still, for me, the best thing to come from DC shows at this current moment of time.
Yes. And season 2 with Sweet Tooth, which I've not watched season 1 of.
The DC Netflix show done by RDJ. Well,
yes.
Produced by RDJ.
Yes. Like I said, I've not seen season 1 of it yet. So, well, that's them 3 been announced. As I mentioned, Dune 2 has got a part 2 series happening at some point in the
part
future.
2 series?
Film, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Film. I'll mention that in a minute. Uncharted, we have mentioned. Christian Stewart, we have mentioned. Transformers, we have mentioned. Right, two more. Sony Pictures are teaming up with my dog.
Your dog?
My dog.
Sony come knocking on your door. Is Ozzy in? Yeah, why? What him?
Yes.
Why have Sony teamed up with your dog?
Ozzy and Sharon.
Oh, you didn't really mean your dog.
Ozzy and Sharon are getting a. Well, I don't know exactly. I don't know if it's going to be. I think it's going to be a film.
What, like a biopic? Or?
Kind of, yeah. Of how Ozzy was Ozzy, how Sharon was as his manager, and then again how they love and all that stuff and all the shit they've got.
So you're going to see them.
So basically, you're really going to see their love story.
Yeah, but surely, obviously they can't.
But you're also going to see the shit as well that's all happening.
You're going to have to have. That sounds like a biopic played by with other people playing them because you can't have him.
No, you're not going to have them too.
Yeah,
but
that might be quite fun because you see him in the Netflix film, don't you? Fuck, what's it called? All about the fucking when he's sniffing the ants. Oh, you've seen it, haven't you? It's all about the fucking Motley Crue. It's all about them.
Oh yeah, I've seen the Motley Crue.
Yeah, what's the film called?
I can't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, they're probably doing that. Then he's sniffing the ants and licking his own piss in that.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne annoys the hell out of me.
I think he's fucking brilliant. I love Ozzy. Hence why I call the dog after him. So yeah, him and Sharon are getting kind of like a biopic love story.
I would watch that though.
Kind of. It'd be interesting. It's so.
Every time you mention him though, all I get is that famous clip of him going, "Oh, Sharon, someone's moved my baby," and I'm just like, you're a crackhead, you like.
He used to be, he's just getting old now.
It's not getting old, mate. He absolutely, especially if that film gives you a glimpse of what he did to his body. My body's fucked.
Yeah, but it was a common thing back in the 60s and 70s. Half of the rock bands doing it, and half of them are still alive now.
Yeah, but look how most of them aren't that bad.
No, true.
They did not like the fucked up shit. He did it to snorting ants and that. He's destroyed his body.
Yes.
He's a smackhead with a lot of money.
Yes.
And I don't usually tend to have time for smackheads because you need to sort your shit out.
Yeah. But it's brilliant.
That's why I will watch this.
He's brilliant.
Because like I said, I couldn't have if he walked in his house now, I'd have to tell him to shut the fuck up. Because he'd be like, oh,
that's an old film, old video though. It's not looking like that now. But he'd watch Jack Osborne on tour.
See, his kids fucking annoy us because they're two entitled little pricks. His daughter's a fucking idiot because their mummy and daddy are proper famous. They're like, well, we can do.
Well, Jack's kind of like, apart from his Jack on tour
with
Oz, obviously, he's kind of like stepped away from limelight. Amy, his other daughter, has never really been in the limelight.
Mate, we're trying to make music and that. Did you not see her on that fucking?
No, that's not Amy. That's the other one.
I don't know. I thought you only had two.
No, he's got three. Amy's the older.
Well, so there you go. I've never even heard of her.
So she's always kept out of the twilight. Kept out of it. She won't like nothing to do with it.
Right.
And then if you got Jack and you got Kelly, like similar age.
Yeah, Kelly. See, I like Sharon. She seems like a proper mumly mum. I've always loved Sharon. She said that. What did she say on that Loose Women show? Oh, we can't get rid of the Mexicans because who we're gonna have to clean our toilets? And I'm just like, you are an entitled little bastard, aren't you? And you haven't worked for anything.
Kelly.
Yeah.
She's over in Japan. She's got her own clothing line.
Yeah, like don't get us wrong, right? If my parents were super duper rich,
lost a lot of weight though. Kelly.
If my parents were super duper rich and big and famous and that, I'm being so hypocritical here because I would be like, well, my daddy's famous. Let's use his platform to elevate me. I would. I'm brutally honest.
Anyone who's got rich, famous parents,
you'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the Smiths.
Yeah,
Willow and what do we call him?
Fucking trying to save the fucking world. Like, fuck yourself, Jaden.
Yeah,
he thinks
he's non-binary.
He thinks he's fucking some god thing. It's weird, man. So yeah, it's hypocritical. I know it is, but because I'm not there and I'm looking at the outside, I just see you and think, you are a talentless, fucking egotistical twat.
I like her remake with Changes. What's she done with it? Changes.
Oh, see, even that just felt like a desperate grab for something. I'm just, But again, I'm hypocritical because if I was her, you goddamn right, I'd be doing the same.
Exactly.
But yeah, I should.
Well, they're getting their own film kind of biopic, so there you go. Watch it.
Oh, I will watch that because I will like to know how fucked up they were. It's like Queen, I give a shit about Queen, but Bohemian Rhapsody, I was all over that.
Okay. Right, and lastly, we're back to the MCU.
Oh, okay.
A project we didn't think that would possibly happen.
Yeah.
It's happening. Like I say, it was only not so long ago that we were talking with Sony and Marvel. They were wanting certain rights for certain characters because they only had so much and blah 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 blah. Production starts mid next year on a film that we're going to be really interested in because apart from the original shit, this is going to be the first solo in the MCU.
First solo in the MCU?
Yes.
For
the Hulk.
Hey! Okay, yeah, because he was Universal, wasn't he? Alright, okay, so it's a Hulk, because there was that weird law, wasn't there? Rule there, he wasn't allowed to appear in a solo, but he could appear in anything.
Yes.
Okay, so solo Hulk.
Yes.
Obviously, still Mark Ruffalo, I take it.
Yes.
Mint. More than up for that. Just Mark Ruffalo smashing shit up.
Because obviously we're going to see Mark in She-Hulk. Obviously with She-Hulk being cousin and whatever else. Yeah. So it only makes sense finally giving him his own thing.
I fucking too, right? An OG member of the MCU.
Exactly.
Obviously started off with Edward Norton, but it's supposed to be the
That's
same.
why I'm not really mentioning that lot. It's just
But he's still.
Mark Ruffalo's the best for me.
He is the best. I'm not arguing that, but that's the same person.
Same
What happens in the Incredible Hulk is part of what happens in the whole.
Same with Eric Banner version. It wasn't really.
Yeah, well, that suffered from, I don't know, being a badly done film, fighting big dogs. It just wasn't done very well. I do like the Incredible Hulk, though. I do like Edward Norton as an actor, and his fight against Abomination is, for me, is one of the best solo fights in the MCU. It's fucking using police cars, boxing gloves, and that. Just as a fight, it's just so fucking fun to watch. But I'll happily take a solo. So that'd be the Hulk, the second Hulk film then. So second solo Hulk film in the MCU after God knows however many years it is. 11 years now, 12 years now. 11 years.
Which was the first one?
Huh?
I can't remember the first one.
The Incredible Hulk. What would you be talking about with Edward Norton?
Oh, was that part of the MCU, was it?
I've just explained all that, you twat. All they did was change the actor.
Oh, I didn't realise it was part of the MCU.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't.
There's my poster not down there.
I don't really acknowledge that one.
Yeah.
Because no, I think this will be the. No,
You can't if it's fucking there.
I'm dismissing that one.
No, that's what I'm saying to you. That's why at the end cutscene, Tony Stark comes in. It's the second one to have a cutscene where Tony Stark walks in. Thunderbolt Ross. That's why we still have Thunderbolt Ross from that film in the MCU now. Because it's all the digital changed actor.
Yeah.
So you thought this whole time that the Incredible Hulk wasn't part of the MCU?
Yeah. I did.
Chris is a silly head.
But like I said, it's not Mark Ruffalo, is it?
No, mate. But
to me, this is his first solo.
Well, again, do you not think that's weird how Abomination was in Shang-Chi?
Well, yeah, but
I mean, it still was weird.
He can't appear in this one. They've just never met yet.
They haven't met yet. Even they had a massive fight in New York. To be fair, there is a character from that film they need to bring in, the leader, because he got established in that film, but we've never explored it again. He was a great villain.
Oh, there you go. We might see him.
And to be fair, they've never rechanged Betty, so Liv Tyler could still be Betty. They've not had any of a... Nah. In fact, we even got...
If anything now...
Mate, did you not get it when we had the What If episode, when the Hulk dies, and it's the exact same scene from that film with the bridge where he jumps out?
No, not really, no.
Oh, Chrissy, mate.
But no, I don't want to see the Liv Tyler play appearing. If anything, to me, the Hulk, he was in love with the Black Widow. Sticks to that Black Widow.
Oh, no, mate. I mean, I'm not disagreeing the actor-wise, but the ultimate love story's always been Betty and Bruce, because Thunderbolt Ross hates them, but that's how he becomes a Red Hulk and all this shenanigans. Betty eventually comes up to be She-Hulk, the Red She-Hulk. You got to keep that dynamic. This Black Widow thing's new. Then again, I suppose you don't really know the Hulk's history if you're not into comics, have you? Yeah. But still, that's the...
So, because obviously we're getting She-Hulk, which is the
green,
which is the cousin.
Yeah.
But we're also getting Red Hulk as well. So is that Betty?
That's as in the woman. That's Betty
that's
originally,
Betty.
And her dad is the Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross.
I'll have to do some look up on this.
Well, but again, they might change it in this.
I'm sure that the TV series will explain all this.
Yeah, they might make the Red She-Hulk fucking somebody else.
Look, I can't remember what I did last week. Never mind 11 years ago.
No, I'm thinking, all this shit's coming back. I'm like, how the fuck does this motherfucker not remember? Because obviously that film, regardless of what you think of it, is one of the OG pillars, because it was the first four, Iron Man 2, Iron Man, Cap, and that Incredible Hulk were the five to get us to the Avengers. Right, there we go. Visual Sega Chris, that's the entertainment news. We'll have a nice little ramble on about shit for 20 minutes or so before I watch my team break my heart and make me lose my voice even more. Visual Sega, listen. Thank you, Chris. We're keeping you, keep on.
And as always, Hulk on.
Hey, Hulk on. Actually.